Alrighty. Well, it's obviously still summertime. It's um, 7:30 in the morning. I think it's the 27th or 28th today. Um, January. It's very muggy, yeah. It's pretty warm. It's gonna be a hot day because of the rain. The rain does not make it cooler in Brisbane. It makes it a lot more uncomfortable than it already is. And yeah, today, like, I heard that over in London and all that shit, you think 25 degrees is a heat wave. Try try it when it's like bloody 42 in the shade, for about 43 or 44 in the sun, with unbearable tropical humidity, and you can't sleep, especially if you don't have an air conditioner, and you can't sleep. It's that hot, and yeah, and you just wake up in a pool of sweat, and I mean, if you're sleeping next to a Sheila, it's even too hot to sleep next to her. Oh, what do you do all night then, eh? Well, I can think of something. But anyway, yes. Other than that, if you don't have an air conditioner, you're pretty much screwed in Brisbane. And there's a magpie. It's not a butcher bird because they look the same. Butcher birds have a smaller beak. Doesn't sound right, does it? But you know what I mean. And yeah, that's about it. You know, hottest month is February. That's the end of the summer. March is still hot. That's the hottest month. That's the first month of autumn. Doesn't cool down to May. Yeah, you gotta love it, eh? Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast, with Sundays, Weeper, Cairns, all that shit. Outback towns where it gets to fucking 60 degrees Celsius in the middle of summer. That's a heat wave where it's 60. Where when you're in a pub and the beer is warm in the most icy cold beer taps because the ice has melted and air conditionings don't work. You know, even if you have it on its coldest, it's still hot because it's 60 fucking degrees. The bitumen on the road melts. You can't go barefooted out there, and the soles on your shoes melt, and it's just you can't breathe. You know, it's like 60 during the day, for about 50, 55 at night. That's degrees Celsius. You know, like it's fucking hot. But in Brisbane, you know, that's the outback. In Brisbane, we just got that horrible tropical humidity because when there's a cyclone happening up north, because it is wet season, we usually get the backlash of the arse end of the cyclone. Sometimes we do get cyclones down here in a very rare blue moon, but yeah, the thing is you get those violent storms where it can uproot a tree as big as that, and or maybe even bigger. I once seen when I was living in Clayfield, a lightning bolt split a tree right in half, eh? I mean, split the kind of a thing right in half. And it was a big tree. It must have been a pretty big lightning bolt. And yeah, and then torrential rains, and that's Brisbane, hidden in the fog, 10 times. It's one of the buildings is hidden in the fog. Kind of looks like a twin tower, doesn't it? But it's not. And no, there's mixed martial arts, and what else is there? Okay, that's it. I want to find out where these cans are. It says it's JoJo's can bar, but Canberra sounds like. The thing is, I get it. Yeah, we're doing that here now. Because in South Australia, they've been doing that for years. I remember when I was in Adelaide, I see these people with trailer loads full of cans. That's where it started off, I think, in South Australia. And it's down south, in Adelaide, the most boring city I've ever been to. Same with Canberra. I was down in Canberra on a Saturday afternoon. That's the capital of Australia, in the Australian Capital Territory. And yeah, it was a Saturday afternoon. Everything was shut. There was not a soul out. Nobody. I couldn't believe it. And even though it was summertime, it was rather chilly. But thank Christ I wasn't there during the winter, because their winters are fucking frigid. Kind of like yeah, they're frigid like a nun. Sorry, nuns, if you're hearing this, forgive me for saying that, or maybe a woman on her rags. Um, the thing is, those country healers, like in Victoria and that, they're not a bad sort. I remember seeing these tennis players, say, "G'day, I'm from Brisbane. Where are you from, girl?" She goes, "Yeah, I'm from here." I said, "Damn, you're fine, aren't you?" She said, "Thank you." And a little bit of flirting. She asked me about Brisbane. I said, "Look, if you like tropical heat and fucking, horrible, horrible temperatures, and jellyfish that can literally kill you with one sting, go for gold, but I wouldn't recommend it." And I wouldn't recommend going way up north in the wet season. I mean, those country girls in Victoria, they aren't a bad sort, to tell you the truth. As a matter of fact, speaking of Victoria, this is a different state, New South Wales, right? That's where Sydney is. I went up to Katoomba. It was at the end of May. It was freezing cold, but it wasn't too bad. It was quite nice, actually. Sydney City itself is a shithole. People are in too much of a hurry. Same with Melbourne City. Like, what's the hurry all about? Why do they have to be in a fucking hurry? What are they hurrying for? Just chill out. Relax, guys. Jesus. I know you cunts are angry as fuck, but come on. Be like a Queenslander and be chilled out. Well, no worries. And then there's Western Australia. That's got Perth. Perth is the capital. And then you got tropical Darwin. That's the capital of Northern Territory. And obviously you got um, Queensland. That's a tropical sunshine state of Australia. That's where I'm from. And yeah, like I said, we got the Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast, Fraser Island, Whitsundays. Got North Stradbroke Island, South Stradbroke Island, and we've got Redcliffe. That's a shithole. We got what else we got? Well, pretty much got everything. Got the Daintree Rainforest, and in the sunny coast, right, in the forest areas like Maleny. That's Maleny is one street town. I went camping there one time, right? You get these leeches that suck the blood out of you. It's like leeches. They're really hard to get off you, right? They're really slimy. They're disgusting, and they suck the blood out of you. Yeah, the trick is use a lighter to get them off, or methylated spirits. And yeah, but they're disgusting motherfuckers. I remember when I had a pair of shoes on, right? I took my shoes off and my socks were full of blood. I can't believe it. There were leeches on my fucking leg. Fuck, it was disgusting. Anyway, yes. So that's about it. Oh look, I can hear a plane. As like you know how we haven't seen planes for so long because of the epidemic. It's like people going back to the childhood day seeing an aeroplane. It's kind of funny in a way. Anyway, over and out. Oh yeah, and there's also Tasmania. How did I forget that one? Tasmania, that's freezing as fuck all the time because it's the closest one to Antarctica. Like it's not too close to Antarctica, obviously. Like from Tassie to Antarctica, I think it'll be about 1,000 kilometers away. But it's not a rough guess because it's cold all year round, you know. Anyway, and the capital of Tassie is Hobart. Over and out. I'm from tropical Queensland. You can always pick a Queenslander out when we're down south or even in a freezing cold country in summer because we're the only ones that wear a jumper when it's 30 degrees and it feels like fucking 19. We hardly even get that in winter. 19 that is. Yeah. Over and out. See ya.